Welcome one, welcome all. The Broncos game is ending right now, and we want to get that started right after the game ended. I know Kurt is watching on Red Zone, and the kick will be going up.
They just took it off Red Zone, so I'm going to need you to tell me what happens.
They took it off Red Zone? Well, Lutz made the kick there, Kurt.
Oh, he did
Lutz
not.
made it, and the Broncos somehow steal that game, and we didn't get free football in the overtime because the Giants missed the extra point after scoring to go ahead with 30 seconds left. Actually, just an insane game. And I think today was just in general an insane day, Kurt, because you had a lot of chalk in DFS that I honestly didn't love. I think the Rashee Rice play was one of the worst of all time. And the fact that people played a guy who didn't play football in a year and he got there with 2 touchdowns pissed me off. I thought Judkins was a good play, but I didn't have him in my main team. So watching him score 3 touchdowns and, get less than 3 or 4 yards of carry didn't make me too happy there, Kurt. But then I thought we were good going into the late slate. I said, you know what? I've had such an insane first half. And then Jaden Daniels, my most heavily exposed guy, pulls his hammy or whatever it was.
Bro,
so, yeah.
He's just going to be fighting injuries all year. I have so much invested in Jaden.
It is brutal. You and me both got him in our super flex leagues as well. Yeah. But shout out Vincent, Lion Cubs, Broccoli Taco, Yo Mama's fave. Yeah, I know these late games, especially today, they went absolutely off. Shout out Notepad in the chat.
I mean, bro, it's like I know it was chalky, but I want to be straight up, guys. I jammed chalk today. I jammed it, and here's why people don't jam chalk. I jammed it, and I barely profited. I think I might have ended up profiting like a couple of bucks. And now I needed that Washington game to keep going. I need Jalen to not get hurt or Jaden to not get hurt. But this is why people say don't jam chalk, because I did it today heavily. The only person I favored was Olave. Everyone else I jammed, and I barely, if I even profited. So
yeah, I mean,
I will say that I was gonna have a fucking nut day if the Commanders game just kept pacing.
Yeah, we didn't get anything from the Commanders this second half.
Even with all their chalk, I was gonna pace very well.
Yeah, Jalen Lane and stuff too. I had a lot of him, and
yeah,
we were robbed. We were robbed of that second half.
I mean, we were robbed of Mariota. Oh my God, Mariota missed McCaffrey so bad in garbage time. That would have helped. That would have helped a little bit.
That was on 4th down.
Actually, Mariota was so bad.
McCaffrey had 0 yards receiving today. You know what his over/under was, Kurt? 45.5. I couldn't believe that, man.
I was thinking of starting him in a 10-team league.
Oh my God! You know what? I started Emmanuel Wilson in a 10-team league today because everyone's on IR for me. So
yeah, that's how my league. Yeah,
I would have had to drop Pearsall or Igbuka, so I just had to start the extra running back, and there wasn't any that were good. So it was brutal. All right, Kurt, we have a great game tonight. Actually, I'm kind of looking forward to this one, and I want to say this before we get started. You were on this Falcons defense being good in week 2. And you said that because you watch the Bucs all the time. You watch all the Bucs games, and you were mentioning how that Falcons defense was shutting down the Bucs for the most part. But Igbuka still had 2 touchdowns that day, and it was a little bit of oh man, the Bucs still won that game, but the Falcons defense kind of dominated. The Bucs didn't throw for much, and since then, just overall in this season, the Falcons are the #1 defense in the league right now. Which, wow, I don't think anyone saw that coming.
I mean, but if you look at their payroll, bro, it makes sense. They're not paying Bijan yet. They're not paying Pennant. They're not paying the quarterback.
Yep.
You don't really have that much in your offensive line. I mean, their offensive line is good. It's paid decently. But where's all the money going? It's going to the defense. For 2 straight years, this team has went out and spent their ass on free agency on defense. And finally, it's showing up. Last year, it started peaking. It started to show a little bit last year. This year, I mean, I'm looking at the DVOA stuff. Red. Every other team's red, green. All red for Atlanta, bro. And now they get to play a beat up to shit San Fran team. At least it's at San Fran. But you got Kittle back, so reinforcements are on the way for San Fran. So I think we're going to see, holy shit, Kittle and McCaffrey are just get targeted out the ass.
The big thing too, Kurt, I want you to look at this, all right? Because I was looking at it earlier and stuff. There isn't any guy below 2K projected for more than 1 fantasy point. Did you know that?
One second.
And we have stars, out the ass, right? Like you said, you got Bijan, you got McCaffrey, London, Penix, Matt Jones, and then you got Bourne, Kittle, Jennings, Mooney, and Pitts, right? Okay. And then below 2K, Charlie Werner at 1,600, David Sills at 1K, Sky Moore at 800, You don't have any value below the 2K mark, and that's Juszczyk being the bar, the bar there, which, again, not saying too much. And if you're looking at other value options, Demarcus Robinson, Casey Washington, Brian Robinson, I don't really know exactly what to think. I mean, I think
one of these guys is going to outscore the projection by a decent amount. Like, I mean, DeMarcus is going to be on the field a shit ton. Casey's going to be on the field a shit ton.
Yep.
I mean, they're going to be on the field. I know last week, like, no one for Atlanta got targeted, basically, in the wide receiver corps besides London. But I just don't see how that can keep happening. So I think DeMarcus and Casey are perfectly good value plays. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about this right now too. Just talking about the wide receivers, because Darnell Mooney is back this week. He wasn't active last time out. The Falcons were a primetime game as well. So many people kind of have the Falcons fresh on their mind because they just played the Bills. What was part of that doubleheader on Monday night. Darnell Mooney was out for that one. Ray McLeod was a healthy scratch. He's still a healthy scratch this week too. And you kind of saw, the Falcons were really, 3 wide receiver sets all year last year and stuff. And then like last week, they kind of went more toward the 2 tight end sets here, Kurt. Even like Algier and Robinson were sharing the field a little bit too. They kind of went away from the 3 wide receiver sets. But you're exactly right. Without Ray McLeod in the mix, like it's going to be Casey Washington probably lining up as wide receiver 3 while Mooney and London play the entire game, right? So, if you were looking at values here, like Robinson and Washington would probably be the best. And that's not including the Falcons defense, who, I think we're both going to be on later on. So let's go ahead and get into the quarterbacks here. How many likes to get JVC's bets? Oh, man, let's see. How many are watching on YouTube right now? 237. I'll tell you what, if we can get to, I'm going to set the bar low. 75 likes for the bets, 100 likes for the core. For JVC today. That's what we'll get on. 75 likes. You guys get that there. Let me know when we hit it. And we will give away some of the JVC's best bets for tonight. Usually it's just the side and total, so that's what we'll get. It's funny, Kurt. It's actually cold here, and I know it's not cold in Tampa, and you're wearing that. I haven't worn that once, and
I just wear it for the show. I wear it every show.
I haven't worn that once because it hasn't been cold enough to do that. I know you're in Tampa where it's 70.
Bro, I get cold. Bro, we keep the house so cold. This house stays cold, man.
You know what? You got.
I'm never home, but it stays cold.
I haven't had the AC on in 3 weeks until last night. We put it on for the one last time. That was supposed to get into the 50s. That was just out of pure gluttony. I had the energy bill at an all-time low last month. I'm very happy with it. So we needed the energy bill low after my takes on NFL this past week.
Exactly. The cold front is coming through Tampa, baby.
Oh, really? Oh.
It actually has been very, very nice weather here. But I'm close to the water. Like I went to Orlando, and like it's not hit there yet. December's hit here, but it's not hit there yet. We got the water. Nice.
Let's get on to these quarterbacks here. Mac Jones is at 9.
Exactly, yo mama.
Oh, which one is it? Dude at the ski lodge. Yeah, I didn't realize you guys had a cold front come through. Respect. Kate Reed, congratulations, man.
Nice.
Just had a massive day. And you know what? Your Eagles won too. That's got to add some extra flavor in there. And you get NBA back on Tuesday. I mean, vibes are high here. WKJ, I'm so pissed off about that Rashee Rice play working out. A nice little A-dot of 1. The shovel pass, the Make-A-Wish touchdown to the guy who almost murdered people. You got to love that stuff.
Literally, bro. Can you believe that?
Stuff, man. Giving it to the – oh, God. But anyway, we got a game to talk about tonight. Respect for the win, though, WKJ. That was absolutely dominant, man. I got Mac Jones here a little bit higher than Michael Penix using the Run Pure Sports projections. If it were up to me, Kurt, I would actually flip these. And, again, you mentioned it. This Falcons defense is legit. We do not like targeting against them. You already have McCaffrey and Kittle. Is Mac Jones making any of your builds tonight?
I mean, like when I captain Kittle and like I hate the matchup and stuff like that. I think it kind of. Can I captain him without playing Mac Jones, bro?
I'm sorry, I just saw Vito's comment, man.
Oh my gosh, that is rough.
Giant fans are not happy right now. 33-4. I didn't realize all those came in. I watched that whole game, or the whole second.
33 in the fourth.
I didn't realize it was all 33 in the fourth. That makes sense.
Was it when Brian Burns got hurt? Brian Burns got hurt. They gave it 33, or was he hurt halfway through that?
Hey, B-Net, remember the first 59 minutes and 56 seconds of that game, right?
Bro, like your rookie quarterback on the road drives you down there, you score, and then your kicker just you should at least be going to. I mean, you shouldn't have blown like it shouldn't be there in the first place, but you at least worst case scenario you go to overtime. Now you already just straight up lost.
Facts. All right, talk to me about the quarterback. I'll stop getting us off track here.
So my question was, is this one of those rare situations where you can play? I mean, because look, Kittle and McCaffrey are gonna get so many damn targets. Can we not just get all of the exposure there and not have to pay up for Mac Jones and save the money? I mean, I think it's one of those rare instances where you can captain the pass catcher and not play the quarterback. Am I R-word? Am I crazy?
No, you're not. I was actually fiddling with 0 QB builds just a minute ago, Kurt. I actually really like the way they look. And the reason is Penix. I like Penix more than Jones, but I'm going to pull up some stats here for the people, right? I go through all these stats. Every single Showdown playbook has these. And, just for people, if they ever want just a quick take or any conviction on a player and stuff, I like to do what the yardage is per game. The Falcons are the number 1 team in yards given up through the air in all of football. 139 yards, passing yards given up per game. I think that deducts sacks on NFLpro.com, but still, that's just astounding, right? You would need Mac Jones to throw for 150 or 150 right? Or 202 to get to 16, basically, because he's not running, man. Not with that knee the way it is. He was gimpy on every single hit these last 2 weeks. I know you watched that 49ers game against the Bucs last week, too. Just like felt like
he would get to the sideline, he'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, that man looks like he is going through a 12-round boxing match every single drive. And look, the Falcons are the number 1 team against the pass in the entire league. Mac Jones is not going to cut it for me. You can captain Kittle because the volume could be there, and it might only take 1 touchdown. But again, 9.6K on a slate where we have no value. I think he is very fadeable in this game. Again, it's at home. I get that. But I'd rather have McCaffrey. I'd rather have the skill players over Mac Jones in an extremely tough spot. As for Penix's case, though, Kurt, the 49ers 18th in the league against the pass and yards given up per game, 214.3 yards. They are dead last against the slot, too. So, like, a lot of my captains could be around Kyle Pitts, which, as gross as that sounds, it does open up the slate a little bit where I think I need value, and these cheaper captain plays are more in play, and that allows me to get one of these quarterbacks, and it'll be Penix. Are you on Penix over just Jones in general as well?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Because I can't get myself to pay that much for Mac Jones when he's not going to run. I know Penix isn't going to run either, but like this defense just doesn't allow a bunch, man. Like I just feel like I can take 2 guys from San Francisco and they're going to get every single touch basically, and move on from there. And with Penix, I know Mooney's back now, so maybe Mooney could get in on the action. Casey Washington, Sills is going to play a couple snaps. Warner, Pitts, Bijan, maybe throwing it to freaking Algier for Christ's sake. So, yeah, I just think Penix is a better play.
I still think that Jones passing prop is really high, SC. What is it, 250 for even odds on DraftKings Sportsbook? I'm going to be sitting on these unders, man. I think it's just 250 yards against this Atlanta defense, Kurt. Let's go through.
How much did Baker throw for? And that was when we had –
That's exactly what I was going to look up was the Falcons schedule. I wanted to see how many passers have eclipsed that 250 mark. Just blindly off your head, what do you think Allen threw for last?
I'm pretty sure Bryce Young lit him up because they won like 30-0. So
Bryce Young only threw 121 yards.
What did he run that game, or was it turnover?
They dominated on defense. Like they only ran for 103 too. What they did was they forced turnovers and had short fields, and didn't they even have a defensive touchdown and stuff too?
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota, they threw for 156 against them. You had the Vikings. I mean, look, they played some pretty bad quarterbacks. I get that. 158 against them too, and then Baker threw for 167. They have not allowed.
That is insane. We were healthy that game.
I haven't allowed a single 200-yard passer. Again, I'm going to be on the unders on Mac Jones, just looking at these numbers here, and that'll be about part of the SGP will be an under on him.
Now, I will say this. I think his defense is good. If San Fran came out here and Ricky Pearsall was healthy, Jawan Jennings wasn't a walking cast, Kittle wasn't making his first game back, I think it'd be a different story. I think a fully healthy, talented San Fran group, even with Mac Jones at quarterback, could just out-talent them on the outside and stuff, and maybe have more even talent, like clash. But I don't know, man. It's just, it's rough.
I'm with you. And they are not healthy, and they are not, and they don't have, Pearsall. Jennings is completely banged up. Kittle, we don't really know the status on him. I know he's.
They can't spread
Yeah, it's not the usual.
Keep everything tight. Like there's no one spreading it down the field. I mean, Kendrick Bourne's not.
Kendrick Bourne is, man. He's been an absolute dog. Do not disrespect Kendrick Bourne's presence.
Great, but he's not going to take the top off a defense.
Dude, he did the last 2 weeks. That dude was cooking, man. That dude, he took the top off.
Different way, bro. He's not cooking like that.
Yeah, I feel that. No speed, right? It's more just kind of finding.
Like, what was his 40 time? Like 4.8? Like, I'm like,
I'll get out of here, Kurt. Kendrick Bourne's 40 time. 4. Oh,
what?
4.68 is slow.
Wow.
4.68. You know ball.
I know ball.
Let's go to the running backs here. Bijan and Christian McCaffrey, the two highest priced guys on the entire slate. The Falcons are weaker against the run. They've given up 114 on the ground compared to 139 through the air. That's mid-table, so that's 16th in the league in terms of yards given up per game. The 49ers are almost in the exact same boat at 14th. However, it is with due respect that these are the two best pass catchers in football at the running back position. And your floor is going to be crazy because, look, they don't really need, 20 carries to get there like some guys, like Quinshon Judkins. He could have had 40 carries and 100 yards today, right? But with Bijan and Christian McCaffrey, you can look forward to 4, 5, 6 catches if the script is right as well for these guys. My question for you, Kurt, is how do you fit both of them? And can you fit both of them?
Both the running backs?
Yep.
How do you do it? You just make it fucking work and play like Charlie Warner or David Sills or something to make it work if you got to. I mean,
So are you like adamant where you would play both no matter what, basically, especially in a Mac Jones fade?
I mean, unless they get hurt, like, how do you not?
You want it? Can I paint the picture? I'm going to paint a picture for you.
I would love for you to. I need it.
The highest scoring sub 3K guy, sub 4K.
Wait, hold on. Why does everyone think I'm shitting on Kendrick Bourne? Are you all fucking retarded? Kendrick Bourne's been amazing. I've been playing him. He's not been taking the top of a defense.
Wait, 5 for 142 is a pretty aggressive yards per catch.
Yeah, what's his yak in those games? Those air yards?
You're gonna make me pull up the yak? Are you serious?
What fucking yak? He catches a slant. He's like fucking Michael Thomas slant boy. I'm not talking shit about. I'm simply saying Kendrick Bourne isn't taking the top of a defense. He's been awesome,
but he's not taking the top off the defense. But all right, I'll pull up his yak for you.
And by the way, I think Kendrick Bourne's a great play tonight. I think that target share is going to be so condensed for San Fran. Play Kendrick Bourne tonight, but he's not going to be catching Hail Marys and shit like Ricky Pearsall would be. And Ricky Pearsall, I'm telling you, something about that guy. He's an athlete. He's a lunch pail guy.
Yeah, just something about him, Kurt. Yeah, right? Something about him.
I can't put my finger on it, but there's something I like about him.
The Flacco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, Stoppy.
So, like, talking about both these running backs then, and, you want to fit both of them, you say make it work.
Yeah, paint me the picture.
That if no one below 4K, except for the defense, right? I'm going to let's pull up the projections here. No one below 4K projects for more than 6 fantasy points except the Falcons defense. If no one eclipses that margin, you could have some really gross mid-range plays like Tyler Algier, the kickers, even the 49ers defense, you can throw in the mix, Falcons defense as well, to where if these guys get 18 and 22, the guy who gets 18 might be the second highest scorer in the slate, but he's not going to be in the winner because you couldn't fit him without taking a 0. And then instead of that, you could play, Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson, for example, combined for 15K, when in reality you could have had Kendrick Bourne and, Darnell Mooney, for example, right? Was my math?
Why did you price Mooney up so high? Like, I would love to play him tonight.
I think he's a good play tonight for the exact reason where all the studs are overpriced or not overpriced. All the studs are priced up with no value, that if Mooney gets you 12, his shot at being in the winner is incredibly high because there isn't a whole lot of options where it's not like there's a 200 guy who's going to.
Hey, Jimmy Crack, how about you lick my ass? How about Jimmy Crack? Look at me. Come lick my ass. Fuck off. Get out of here. I don't fucking care about you. Eat my dick. Real help. Then go fucking jerk yourself off and get off the show, you fucking piece of shit. I mean, that was he just gave you a great take right there. You fucking want some help? Play Mooney. It's a great GBP play. Fuck face.
All right, Kurt, you done?
I'm like, he's overpriced. Like he's not done anything yet. Like, I wish they could just kind of tease us. Like,
if you get 12 from 3 of these mid-range guys, and you don't have to play anyone in this range outside of one option, which it could be the Falcons, it could be the kickers or whatever, you're looking amazing. That's the issue, is that if you are playing McCaffrey and Robinson, you're not going to have any of these guys like David Sills, Sky Moore, Luke Farrell, or, our guy Kadero Hodge. None of these guys are going to get like 5 or 6 where, us, we love playing the 200 guys. There just isn't anyone to do that, Kurt, to kind of give you the space to play those studs together, especially with one in captain. If you go a cheap captain, though, like Kyle Pitts, the door is open for him. But my problem is I don't think I can play both of them if I captain one.
Okay, so gun to your head, which one are you doing?
Bijan. I would go Bijan over McCaffrey right now. McCaffrey's props, like his rushing props, like 63.5 right now. I think the Falcons win this game, first and foremost. If I thought the 49ers would win this game, I would go McCaffrey. But I think
a little bit scared that we come out here and slob knob and just some reason, somehow, this Falcons defense comes out and is flat. I'm just so worried about that.
I've been wrong about a lot today, Kurt. I said
we're just going off what the stuff says. Like our stuff says this Atlanta defense is freaking elite. Yeah. This is what it says, guys. We're not just giving like this Atlanta defense to come out here and absolutely destroy this depleted San Fran team. So in that case,
the litmus test was the Bills game. The litmus test was the Bills, and they shut down the Bills.
Yeah, it was.
And that people can say they played really weak teams against the Vikings with JJ McCarthy, the Panthers, and whoever else. Right? At the end of the day, they shut down the Bills after giving up an opening drive touchdown, and they absolutely dominated them. And that's where I keep coming to. If I'm captaining Kyle Pitts, though, Kurt, which is in my core, I am going to be able to play both. So that's the thing that I'm probably doing. Is both.
I would make a good point. Is they put up 26 on the Rams defense, which is also a really good defense. But
broccoli taco, captain the D and play them all. I can respect some captain Falcons defense tonight. Talk to me about.
Can we kind of look at that Rams game as like an indicator, like what did Mac do that game?
We do need to get our first SGP of the year. We might go down to like 4 legs or something to kind of help with that hit rate. You said the Rams game against the 49ers?
Wow. Who all played that game? Was everyone healthy that game? Did Ricky? No, Ricky didn't play that game.
No. Mac Jones threw for 342 with Kendrick Bourne taking the top off the defense and going 10 for 142.
10 for 140. Yeah, so I'm telling you, look at the yak. He's not taking it off. He's dominating by destroying the middle of the field. I want to see his little, that little graph they have where it's like shows you all the routes and stuff. I bet his is all like just crossing patterns.
Yeah, he had 67 yak on 142 yards last week.
67 yak?
Yeah. About half his yards last week.
About half. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sweet. Okay.
Algier, though. Talk to me about Algier. It's a weird price. However, it's the same thing as last week. He crushed last week, man. Crushed.
I never played this dude, bro. I never played this guy. I'm probably not going to play him. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to play. I don't think he's a bad play, but I just never play him.
You're making me want to full shove into this $15, man. Because, there are so many bad plays in this slate that they're actually good. And I know that sounds completely stupid.
That's a great take. That is a great Mooney and Algier. Yes, I think that's a good takes.
There's going to be some unique combos because, again, there's no cheap guys. I know I keep saying it over and over and over again, right? But look, no one's going to want to click Algier's name at 5.2. He's going to be under 20%. No one's going to click Darnell Mooney's name at under 7K, and he's going to be 10% on. If one of these guys gets to 12, 13, you're going to have a unique team, and you're already.
Both those guys have decent touchdown equity.
Here, let's go ahead and just go back to last week too, because I wanted to pull this up. Tyler Algier, even in that fourth quarter late on, they were icing the game with him. He was getting carries down there, even when they were up 7 and they had to kick a field goal. It was him. He had 10 carries for 32 yards and a touchdown. He also had a catch for 6 yards, which was enough. He was 3K on that slate, granted. But if you gave me a chance for 10 fantasy points on this slate at 5.2, I'm aggressively taking that, Kurt, because I think 10 could be enough in this price range, which isn't usually the case. 75 likes. I like it, John. Let's go ahead and give you JBC's top bets for tonight. Let's see who he is on. We are checking it out now. It is Atlanta plus 1.5, and the Atlanta over. The over in this game, 47. So that was posted earlier. He's on Atlanta to cover the spread and the over in this game as well. bonus bet. I think this game starts right now. Blue Jays. He is on the Blue Jays money line -120, and the Blue Jays Mariners over 7.5 as well.
I want whoever can end the series to win. Is it tied?
No, it's 3-2, man. This could be it. Seattle's up 3-2 right now. So
I want Seattle to win. Get this shit over with.
I had Blue Jays money line last game, and they were up 2-1 going into the 8th. Kurt, that was fun watching a grand slam get shoved in my dome.
Tough
yeah, Rizzo's, and I get 6-7. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
6-7.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to us about. You don't care about Brian Robinson much, but again, same thing. If you want to play, 3K.
Actually, you know what's weird?
Yeah.
I kind of like Brian Robinson more than Algier, bro. His snaps are so much worse, though. But
that's the only issue, right? It's the fact that when McCaffrey never comes off the field, like Brian Robinson's like, just sitting there on the sideline, like ready to come in the entire time. 0 carries last week, Kurt. Can you believe that? But 3 catches, which I did not expect.
I saw that. No, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, 3 catches last week with 0 carries after 5 carries the week before. If you gave me 6 to 7 touches, I might be sold on Brian Robinson at 3K because again,
you people that are maxing.
Yeah, I like it. I can be definitely going to
like 3x. It'd be 3x on all these weird plays.
I think that's the move, man. Talk to me about wide receivers, Kurt. I got to start making my pool. So, talk to me here about London, Bourne, Jennings, Mooney, and Robinson.
Atlanta side, I mean, a single entry stuff, I just can't get myself to click on Mooney. I can't. I'm actually also fading London because I'm just jamming these 2 running backs. London had that 16 target game, and he probably could be in share for another hefty target game. So, if you're into that kind of thing, London's there. I just can't find myself affording him. I am more playing these dust balls like Washington and Seals. Seals probably sees, even with Mooney back, 25, 30% of the snaps. What do you say, Rubes? Let me see.
For who?
For Seals, Mooney back. He's probably like 20% of the snaps, even with Mooney back. I mean, but Mooney will be.
With Ray McLeod away from the team, right? That's the big thing that I keep looking at. With Ray McLeod away from the team, it has opened up to where 20% of the snaps would probably be a good number for Sills. And it would probably be like if they threw the ball 32 times, right? Like 7 or 8 routes. Not great, but it's there.
1K.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at there. On the other side, Juwan Jennings is, I don't know why he's playing right now. He is beat up to hell. He is only playing. He's playing every snap with the running downs. They're still. It's so sad. This guy's beat to shit, and they're making him run block because he's really good at it. But they take him out for the obvious pass plays, and it's like, whew. So it's Bourne, Demarcus Robinson on that side.
Yep.
What about behind that? Because Valdez-Scantling got put on IR, and he played 66% of snaps last week. Are we going to see Moore get more of a chunk, or Malik Turner? I think this is what I want to talk about because I know Kill's back, stuff like that. But, I mean, someone's going to be seeing the field. Valdez-Scantling's on IR, and he got cut.
You know what? Let's
Malik Turner's $300. I'm just saying.
So I do this all the time in NBA, and people can clown it all they want and stuff. Your path to captaining Bijan, your path to captaining Christian McCaffrey with the other stud running back in the mix could be to punt a 200 guy and just kind of accept the fact that you might take a 200 play, right? Like that, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Is that if you're getting a 0 at that spot, you're okay with it because you got the best plays on the other side of it. Last week for the 49ers, with Valdez-Scantling, he ran 31 routes. So
is it going to be Sky Moore or Malik Turner? It's going to be one of them that gets a lot of.
Sky Moore got 2 routes last game. I think he would probably be in line for more, but he returns punts, right? I believe.
Well, look at week 3, Rubio. Look at week 3's routes.
Week 3. Give me week 3. 1 second here, Kurt. I'll pull that up for you. Go ahead and keep talking too.
I mean, this is the main thing.
You're trying to find a 200 play, which I respect.
Well, there's going to be a receiver that gets a couple targets.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Jennings is one hit away from being out again. And then you're looking at Kendrick Bourne and who else? Now, they can go a lot of 12, and they will go a lot of 12.
You're right. It's Sky Moore 100%. 26 routes in week 3.
Okay. So that's just weird to think of him. Now, no one's going to want to play Tongues with Kittle back either.
No, it's too expensive at 4-4. It is. That's the one play where it's so good.
Go a lot of 12.
I can't be talking.
You know what, bro?
Would you expect a lot of 2 tight end sets then?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I can
one or the other. I mean, I guess we'll just play more. I'm
sitting here saying Mooney and Algier are not that bad. I can't hate on Tongas a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that, Kurt.
I mean, look at like their wide receiver group. Jennings is he's a spider. He's a SpongeBob fish where it's like, ugh. That's Jennings.
I'm going to go ahead and include our guy, Sky Moore. I want to see how much I get of him. If I give him a projection of like 1.75, nothing great. I'm going to see how much I get of him here in my builds here, Kurt. So I like that Sky Moore call a lot because if there is a possibility of, potentially, if Valdez Scantling going out, he could easily be in line for more targets, and it's not like he's popping much at all. Someone also asked earlier about Bryce's cash core. We'll go ahead and give that away. So Bryce, he is on the Atlanta Falcons defense, I know, as well. And then he is on Juszczyk. Juszczyk could be making that cash team build. I'm kind of curious if that's the case. We didn't really talk about him, Kurt, but we can talk about him including in these tight ends. And so go ahead and talk to me about the tight ends as well with Kittle, with Pitts. I didn't realize I was so far zoomed out, man. I guess my other tab.
I think Kittle's one of the best plays. Pitts just going to be playing a lot of the slot. This is where you can kind of attack San Francisco. They're very cheap. I think they're 2 of the best plays on the slate, bar none. Tongues, if you're playing a lot of lineups, if you anticipate San Fran going more 12 just because they're so beat up, just because that's kind of how you – best way to – I mean, there's not a great way to attack this Atlanta team, but go 12, Kittle's back, put Tongues out there. He's showed that he earns a playing time. He's been awesome. I don't think he's the worst 20 max player. I think you should definitely leave him in the pool, even at his like gross price with being the backup tight end. Still, should still be heavily involved in at least the snaps. Targets, don't know, but yeah, maybe that's the way that San Fran tries to attack them.
If you go,
I'm just absolutely slamming Kittle and Pitts.
There's a George Kittle lineup that has Sky Moore in it that looks really good, and it kind of opened my eyes there, Kurt. I didn't love Sky Moore coming in, but if you get both running backs in the in the flex, and if you play like even a stud cat like George Kittle, who I think is a great cat, I think both these guys are great plays for what it's worth. I love Kittle and Pitts. I haven't liked anyone really, this whole show outside the running backs. I don't really like either the quarterbacks, but I'm okay with Penix. Even like London, I think is like a little bit pricey, but it's okay. Kittle and Pitts, though, those are 2 guys I'm definitely going to be very high on this slate. Pitts, a big reason for that. A lot of routes come from the slot. A lot of people know how bad he is overall. Like, I get it. He has been frustrating for 3.5 years now. However, he runs a lot of routes from the slot, and the 49ers are dead last in yards given up to the slot here. I'm going to be buying a lot on Kyle Pitts to thrive in this game here. And Del Toro, better be packing a lot of Sky Moore in those lineups because, man, it's just tough to get one of those in the captain when Juszczyk is the best play at 2K. Someone mentioned it earlier. I think I forgot to hit. Yeah, is Juszczyk the best play at 2,000 below? 100%. Just because he's going to be out, he's going to run 10, 12 routes or so. You're going to get that from him at the very least. I know the projections, but how bad is it swapping Falcons D and DeMarcus Robinson for Algier and Kyle Juszczyk? I think I would side. Would you have Algier and Juszczyk or Falcons D and Robinson?
So all Falcons D has to do is outscore Kyle Juszczyk? I'm so confused.
DeMarcus Robinson.
Oh, DeMarcus Robinson. I'm sorry. I was seeing Bijan for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck?
Sorry,
I think I like 2. I think I like 2 there.
Yeah.
I'm not an Algier guy.
All right, fair enough. I like 2 a little bit. I don't hate it. It's not dumb at all. Does this Hodge guy run any routes? He might get like 1 or 2 or maybe 3.
Hodge playing?
When I last looked last week outside, well, Mooney is back this week, so maybe he could have gotten bumped, but I didn't see him in my projections. I did minimize anyone below 0.2, but I wouldn't have anything of any Hodge here. Backup tight end is the historical showdown spot. That's facts. That's facts. Kickers and defenses, Kurt, talk to me about them real quick, and then we'll build our same game parlay.
Okay, so we talk about all show. Atlanta defense has been awesome.
Yep.
Play the kicker. Play the freaking. They're at home. Probably good weather. It's California. Who the fuck knows? Eddie Piñeiro's been good. He didn't miss a kick last week against us, did he? Yeah, he had 18 against us. Tampa Bay also has a good bend but don't break defense. I mean, 10, 12, 7, 17, 18. I think here's the thing. This defense is good. Kyle Shanahan's still such a good offensive guy that he can be able to move the ball.
Yep.
I think Eddie Piñeiro is a great play today. And I do not say that about kickers a lot.
All right, yeah, fair enough. I like it. I'm in agreement here. We'll build our same game parlay here. Would you play the kickers and the captain and Pitts or Roma? I'm on Pitts for sure, and I'm not on kickers and the captain today. However, if Piñeiro has the same game that he did last week, you could be. But yeah, I am not on.
Pitts is so close to his price, though, and you got a better ceiling there.
Yeah. All right, Kurt. Same game parlay here in just a second. I'm about to upload my teams. I get a lot of 5-1. Someone mentioned that Saber was jamming 5-1s. I mean, that it does make sense. I do think the Falcons handle this game. I think the injuries catch up to the 49ers here, even with Kittle back. But yeah, I didn't expect 42% 5-1s. I'm going to lower that as well, just so I can get a little extra stuff in there, especially some Sky Moore teams. It's something where I might be a big fan of. All right, Kurt, I am uploading my teams here, but go ahead and pull up. It doesn't have to be pick six. We can just do a same game parlay here, and we will go from there. Who is your favorite option for the same game parlay tonight?
Kittle receptions.
Kittle receptions. You on the over on that?
Yeah.
What do you think it is? I'm pulling it up now.
It better be like 4.5.
4.5? I think it's going to be 5.5. All right, Kurt, I'm pulling it up now. We got Falcons at 49ers. Looks like we got a little bit of a boost on DraftKings as well for an SGP. All right, Kittle's is 4.5. 5 plus is plus even money. We will definitely take that in this.
Boom! Baby!
You know what we're doing, though? We're doing double tight end, baby.
We are?
We're doing double tight end, 4 Pitts catches. I'm going to go with the Kyle Pitts. 4 catches, baby. 9 receptions total from those tight ends, maybe more. We'll do the double tight end reception prop. You know what I'm going with, too? Right away, I'm going to be a man of my word. Under 245.5 yards for Mac Jones through the air. Falcons defense has not given up 200-yard passer yet. Jones can get 244. That'd be a damn good game from him, but he ain't eclipsing 245.5. I'll tell you that right now. Anything else, Kurt? You want to add another one?
Mac Jones under?
Who's under?
Mac Jones passing yards under?
Yeah, that's what I got.
We get good correlation there, right?
I just did that. What do you mean?
Oh, really? I was based
where have you been the last 30 seconds?
I'm tweaking my main team right now, bro. It doesn't – my main team was a 5-1. I'm like, oh, boy, I can't do that.
What do you think I mentioned, bro?
I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
Good correlation. I'm like, yeah, that was the damn pick. Like, what do you mean?
Good anti-correlation. Oh, did I tell you that what I hit in the London game last week?
No.
Bro, I did Josh Reynolds yards over, Justin Fields yards under. Fucking hit so we bro. Josh Reynolds had 50% of his yards. It was so goated, bro. Okay, anyways. For real though. Can we do kickers in there? Can we do Eddie Piñeiro?
You want kicking points?
Who gives a fuck? Let's add it. Yeah.
Over 7.5 kicking points. So 2 field goals, 2 extra points, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'll trust you. I trust you, Kurt. Got it. I didn't like it, but I respect you.
I'm over one of my football kicking bets this year, so maybe
I'm gonna go a chalky one here. Bijan Robinson to score -175. It gets us to 20-1. I'm gonna use my boost here as well, and we are in. All right. Do you want to hear the legs one more time?
Yeah.
All right. Andrew Martinez, real quick. Yes, you can. And that 200 punt is Malik Turner. Bijan Robinson to score. George Kittle, 5+ receptions. Kyle Pitts, 4+ receptions. Under 245.5 passing yards for Mac Jones, and over 7.5 kicking points made for Eddie Pinheiro. All right, guys. Yeah, I think we're good here. Any questions, throw them in here. DC Chavez mentions D-Rob Catton with Hodge or Mac, London, McCaffrey, Bijan, a good lineup. I'm not on Hodge, but yeah, I mean, I think punting a 200 guy is never bad. I do like that style of lineup, without a doubt. DeMarcus Robinson is a slightly more thin though this week with Kittle back, but with Marquez Valdez-Scantling, I guess I just got to bump up Robinson. It's too late now, but yeah, that's a good lineup. That's fine. All right. Any other questions? Throw them in here. I am finalizing my team here. McCaffrey, Kittle. And we are definitely rolling with our guy Kyle Pitts captain tonight, Kurt.
Absolutely.
All right, we are submitted too. Might go to Publix after this.
What does this give me?
Stacking both Mac Jones unders. All right, guys. I mean, no other questions here. We appreciate y'all for watching. Kickoff is now. Tune in to Peacock or NBC. Turn on the TV. Get Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth in your ear for 3 hours long. Sounds like a pretty good night, Broccoli Taco. Good luck. Yes, sir. If we don't win first, we hope one of y'all do. For Kurt and for I, appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.